Denied. Exit door locked.
I'm gonna get you. And I'm very angry.
Let's try another combat scenario. Let's see how it works. Get some weapons, we'll find them useful.
Hi everyone, welcome to Dead Effect. We're doing chapter 9. I looked up the fandom page, and because the last chapter was a little bit bit strange. So we met Wagner. It was Wagner that we met, and he tried to kill us in the medibed, but we escaped that somehow. And when they explained that we're actually in a space station, we're not in a. It's a military space station, and that he's been in charge, running things, creating the perfect soldier. He's placed mutagens in us, and the whole idea is to create this soldier that's controllable, and he's using zombies in order to do that and run combat scenarios. Now, from what the fandom was saying is this is all part of his delusion inside his head, and the iPads that follow will show that we are actually in a spaceship. The primary objective of colonization to Talchetti is the real thing. It's something that he's actually invented himself. So now, we're not sure what archiving means. So this is Zero Labs. This is where the whole situation where the archiving began, where they injected the Dead Effect virus into the Captain Razor, where the prototype began, where Razor was found to have mutated eventually. I'm not sure if the cloning units are responsible in this section yet. We're still not sure about that. So we are not in a space station. We are in a spaceship, and it is a colony spaceship. That was the primary objective, is to colonize another planet, Talchetti, because the Earth has run out of its own resources. Thankfully, I still have my popcorn maker. Oh. Nice. 3 with 1 shot on that one. Now, the delusions are a result of Henry Wagner injecting himself with the Dead Effect virus and creating. So whether he's actually whether the archiving has somehow made him have these latent memories from someone else, and he's living this delusion that he's responsible for a space station and combat military scenarios. It's hard to say, but just keep in mind that it's all just a delusion inside his head. So 100 Wagner, Dr. Captain Phillip will not allow the use of organic material from warehouse CB27. So I'm guessing this is that green gas that's attracting the zombies, or causing the zombies to go in certain areas, or is being used to boost the Dead Effect virus. Now, this organic material was crucial for the start of colonizing another planet that was inhospitable for life. Okay, so this CB27 would generate life to some degree. So hence why it was used for the zombie virus, but and why Captain said, no, you're not allowed to use this material. We need this material to colonize another planet. We cannot use it for the replication unit. Please avoid wasting the materials we already have. So that's from one doctor to the other doctor. There's actually something there. Oh, that's So whether we'll come across the prototype razor, that is possible. It really depends on what they mean by archiving. That hasn't really been explained yet. Okay, we've got a grenade here. Wow, that... Oh! He hasn't died.
There is no power in the elevator. You are smart.
There must be a backup generator somewhere. I'm gonna activate it.
Davis, so this is one of the other Unit 13s. Those assholes didn't get me yet, but it was close. Looks like you're alive too. At least the radar shows that someone in your suit is walking around in Zero Lab, so we might come across Frank Coletta then. I'll unlock the ammunition storage for you. That's where the science team put most of our weapons. You'll probably need them, Joe, hey? So, we know Frank is a zombie. We know he got caught. Unfortunately, he didn't make it. So again, is this what they're referring to as archiving? You'll notice the green liquid inside those chambers. So whether that's had some sort of effect already, we're not sure on what else they're using these things for. Alright, how the hell did you get up there, mate? What was this laboratory circuitry? Again, all that green gas, and I'm guessing this is part of the archiving units. I'm believing that's what it's referring to, unless they're archiving us. But, from Dota to the other Dota, Project Birth Chamber is complete. The replication unit is ready to produce clones. Begin testing. So we haven't come across the birth chamber. We haven't come across the greenhouse yet, from what I can understand. So, yeah. Alright. Hopefully we do come across those things. That would be interesting places. Interesting. So now we have the animals. These are animals that have been injected with the dead effect nitrogen. What animal they were, or it hasn't been explained, but that's why they're a little bit different to the other zombies. Okay, Zero Labs, here we go. More animals. Everything's locked down. Ah, okay. It must be up there. Alright, that's where the big... This is Zero elevator, so Zero Labs are above us. But the iPad says something about it being a... I'm guessing that's operating. from one doctor to the other. Professor, the clone subjects are physiologically perfect. We can now begin testing the prototype dead effect on clone subjects. So they created the clones first and then they injected the dead effect virus. I'm not sure if the clones would have been would have been sentient beings, like as in conscious, or whether they're part of those in those tubes. From the other doctor, Deputy Captain Duper will allow us to use materials from warehouse CB27 of our replication unit. It should be enough to cover all of our needs. So here we have the second in charge has gone beyond Razor's back and allowed this chemical to be used for this all of the doctor's needs. Why has he gone beyond the deputy's back? It seems to be he went beyond the deputy's back when he was still only the second in charge, deputy captain. So the captain doesn't seem to have been a zombie at this point in time. So it really does point to this whole notion that maybe Duper was secretly planning some sort of mutiny against Razor.
Sure, but it will take a while.
Okay, we got. Reload that. Then there's a grenade there. And a spitter. Fine. There's definitely a grenade there. Okay, that worked. Oh, there's another lock. Gonna have to use the key again. I might actually. Okay. See if we can. Okay, I'm gonna go T again. Running out of bullets. Whoa. Oh, far out. Oh. Somehow I managed to get through that. I'm gonna rest and let my hair. Health regenerate. That was a bit full on. Wow. What's over here? Oh, we got a iPad. Professor, from doctor to doctor. Professor, we have remade the morgue to serve as a center for recycling of organic parts. I think we've been there. Unused or defective organic materials can now be reused to clone new subjects. We will soon be self-sufficient. So I think that was the part where all the heads that we saw last chapter, where they were recycling body units. So that kind of sort of harvesting body parts and putting them all together to make one complete zombie. I'm really going really low on ammo here. See if there's something in there. Oh, that was a grenade. Oh, that was close. Oh, wow.
Elevator activated.
Getting all that green gas. I assume this is where they're actually making all this green gas. Okay, here we go. From Dr. to Dr. Professor, we are having little luck in cloning a prototype with a full mental capacity. In order to reach such a level, the brains of the clones need to develop, but that will require time. We are attempting to increase their mental capacity through learning simulations. However, combat scenarios remain a priority. So they're trying to develop the brain and condition the zombies. I don't know what that whole situation. Having said that, they're complete. By the sounds of it, this Wagner is completely mad. And what effect Balik has on this is another thing to completely. System maintenance. Davis, Joe Hayes here. It's getting a bit full in the Zero Labs. I see increased zombie activity down there. The map says that there should be an elevator shaft. It doesn't work automatically. You have to start the power generator. Try it, maybe it'll work. So this is order to get out of the Zero Labs. Again, the Unit 13. So we might come across one of our buddies soon. Can't see anything else on it. It looks like that. Oh, I've got a few again. Why do I hear a chainsaw? That's why I hear a chainsaw. Awesome. Gonna tee it and use devastation. And I might be able to just, because I'm running out of bullets, so I might be able to just popcorn these guys. Okay, I'm locked out. I can't get back in where I was. Okay, that's hopefully propository. What's a propository? Oh, wow. Wasn't expecting that. Whoa, far out. I had brain matter flying all over me. I reckon I need to go to the shower unit, find the showers. So I must be covered head to toe in red stuff. There's another. Money. This is from the second charge to Bailey. I've allocated new areas on the third deck. I spec new designs for combat simulations so we can begin construction within 48 hours. So for some reason the second in charge is all for Heinrich's delusional state. And it's just not Heinrich, because Bailick's here too, so they're all in each other's pockets here. And again, I'm guessing that Duper has done this as a means of taking over the ship. He saw this as a convenience on his grounds. Another thing. Simulation 1280, prototype number 715, Jane Frey. Now I've changed here. I'm an earlier 715 here. I was 725 before. Repeatedly efficient in combat against prototype Razor. So they've tested me more than once. If fully armed and has enough space, inefficient without favourable conditions. We will try to boost the reflexes using a higher level of mutagen, but it seems that we are close to the limit of prototype Jane Frame. So when they put us in and they said we had the zombie virus and that we needed to be detoxified, it seems more than likely they gave us another boost of the dead effect virus, which means that we're probably going to mutate it in some time in the future. I don't think it's going to be a happy story for us, to tell you the truth. So we are in the Zero Labs. This is where it all began, and this is where they seem to be creating this again. This CB27. Okay. There's not really much more to say about it other than that at this present point in time. What do we got here? This looks like normal zombies at this present point in time. Are there any grenaders? No. Okay, seemed a bit too easy. Razor? Why do we got Razor? Whoa! Okay. That's... Huh. He got stuck. That didn't even do anything to him. Okay, it's going into the chamber. Well, looks like he's about to run. This might be the original prototype. This might be the captain. Oh, jeez. Again, they all phase out of existence like they're... So that was... I think we might have just killed the original prototype. Wow. That's interesting. Oh, here's a bed. Bailey, doctor to doctor, Professor, after a week in the simulation quarters, the results of our prototype seem to be positive. Most of their brain functions are equal to human models, which should be sufficient for combat. However, we have noted flaws in the emotional aspects of their personalities, and they seem to be incapable of any social interaction. We will continue simulations with selected prototypes. Actually, that's an interesting point, because when we first came out of the chapter, when we first sort of came out of the very first doors, zombies were actually eating zombies on the floor, which is unlike zombies. Like, as we said, they really only go for fresh blood, so that doesn't make a lot of sense why they were scrunching around on the floor on dead zombies. So this stuff does seem to be the CB27 then. Okay, and this stuff inside that they're replicating is what they're using to filtrate throughout the ship. Oh, here we go. So, doctor to doctor, Professor, the new combat simulator works just as you expected. The prototypes are capable of fighting until they drop and show amazing results. They return to their initial stage after research, which allows us to change stimuli and observe their effects. They return to their initial stage after reset, which allows us to change the stimuli and observe their effects. Okay. So I'm not quite sure what that's referring to at this present. Oh, here we go. Here's another one from Dr. Simulation 48B, prototype number 289 Frank. Efficient in melee combat against basic models, count 1 to 10 repeatedly. Inefficient against 2 ranged Minkin prototypes. We will try new augmentations, but it seems we have reached the limit of prototype Frank. So that normal zombie that we're actually fighting is maybe Unit 13, Frank Coletta. It explains why this DNA sequence keeps going on through it all. Okay. Can't find anything else. That seems to be pretty much it. Alright. Not really. No? Oh, the force field's dropped for
So you're
some
not
reason.
planning on dying?
I'm not planning on dying. No. Oh, that's all the orbs. Oh, there's an iPad there. Doctor, the results are good, but we need to move forward. The prototypes need a higher goal than a simple fight for survival. If we wish to test their advanced tactical skills, they need motivation. Combat simulations require stories. Sci-fi novels offer a large variety of different situations we can simulate. They are not complex, but they will be sufficient to our cause. So, have they been telling themselves this story of that they're on a space station, and that's why they've been telling this lie for so long? They've actually convinced themselves that's the truth. Okay, was that everything? That was all the secrets. Wow. Well, this is interesting. Join me next time. We've got only, 3 more chapters to go. Chapter 10 next. Until then, bye for now.